my fat ass, because it's not what something I do. I don't like these sorts of things. See, look. Oh no, I can't get it there. Hello, welcome. To the Sunday's episode. Right, hello, welcome to the long anticipated Sunday's episode of flipping a banger for a supercar. Right, so it's so hot in here. I mean, really. How'd you? There we go. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Let me just get the old lappy out and show you so far what we've got written down for the. Would it be better if I? Yeah, let me swap over. Let me swap. Let me just jump into the old list that we've got about the first thing we're going to do to this camper to start the build. Maybe we'll have a go at fixing the T4. This is my list so far, ladies and gents. Drive T4 off a cliff. Give T4 to a homeless person. Question my life. Nothing else springs to mind. Suck it up and get dirty, or listen to my mate Steve. So obviously the last week's thumbnail was a picture of a Corvette, and obviously, you know, that was just a thumbnail to kind of get people enticed into watching the content. Last week's video didn't do very well. Now it's not always about the views, it's about the engagement. So this is why I've come up with this idea to swap an old banger, being a T4 motorhome, for something decent. T4 motorhome, so these are the values of these T4 motorhomes. You've got one there £10,000, you've got one there £12,000, 13, 14,000. I think why are you doing that on the bottom of the screen for? It's a bit weird. So let's look at this one. It's a 1998 VW T4 Calypso Compass motorhome van. It's got 105,000 miles. Now, mine has got less miles than that. Less miles than this one. And they're asking £10,000 for this. Let's have a look at. Let's have a bit of a nose at it. Right. It's basically the same as what I've got here. Exactly the same, to be fair. Interior is the same kind of bland brown. It's got a few holes and a few dents around it. It's a bit rusty there. Questionable seats in the front. Oh, so I was supposed to have an oven there. Yeah, there's no oven in this one. Yeah, it is what it is. It's an outdated, old camper van. I certainly wouldn't give £10,000 for this. I would not give £10,000 for this. But I actually own one, and you know, I've tried selling it for £5,000 and nobody wants to give me £5 for it because it's got no MOT. Right, so as you can see with my interior, you know, it's got everything it's supposed to have. Got a crapper there, you know, it's got the sink. Everything's quite clean really. It's not that bad in here, really, to be fair. Shower head. You know, it's quite a nice place to be. What's that? I don't know, what's in here? I haven't looked in here. Yeah, so it's not bad, this isn't. I mean, it's not bad at all. It just has no MOT. And it's got a few things wrong with it. So, the first thing that I'm going to tackle today, apart from banging my head, the first thing that I'm going to tackle today, because this owes me, like I said before, £4,250 plus an additional £100 for recovery. So that brings the total to £4,350 now. So the price is going up. Now this is going to need, in my opinion, quite a bit of work to get it to a standard where I can sell it for a decent amount of money. Now the ones that we've just looked at weren't that bad, but they weren't great. This isn't that bad, but it certainly isn't great. So for me to try and turn this around and make decent money out of it, we've really got to get into it and get dirty with it and sell it for maximum price so we can up the game and keep growing from there. Whether I buy a boat after this, whether I buy a skip with wheels, whether I buy a horse and cart, anything to keep growing the kitty so we can buy something decent and keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading and upgrading, because it'll bring fantastic content for you. So I've spoken enough now. It's probably a 10-minute video with me just talking, so I do apologise if I've lost you, but things need to be said. So the first thing I'm going to do now is whip the battery off my Golf, because I'm a tight ass. I'm going to stick it on this, give it a start, and then see where we go from there, and then I'm going to go underneath. God, it's so fucking hot as well. My goodness, is it hot. Can't even open the bloody bonnet. There you go. Right then, so this here, I'm not sure you can see, that's off. So that there blows a lot of smoke out once started. That needs to be put on. Now apparently there's a sleeve that goes over that, and it's apparently a really hard job to do, which is going to be a ball ache. So I don't know how to do that. I've got to figure that out. There's an awful lot of cables hanging down here and everywhere, so I don't know about half of that crap. Coolant level looks okay. Let's check the oil. Oil looks very diesely. Power steering fluid, look at that. It's very empty. That needs sorting out too. Right then, let's get the battery on it and listen to this old diesel run. To be fair, the engine area hasn't really got a lot of things kind of, there's no rust anywhere. Well, that clamp looked, what was that clamp on there for? And what did I just pull off? What's that to? See, this is shit like this. Look, I don't know what the hell. What was that on for? Where have I just pulled that off from? I mean, really. That's a little. So I don't know what I'm looking at here, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the reasons why I don't tinker with cars, because I'm not that mechanically minded. I'm not ashamed to admit. But let's put the battery on and I'll go see what happens. Right then, so positive and negative. So the chap I had this off originally, he came on a nice decent battery, but he decided to keep the battery, which I thought was a bit shady. But it is what it is. Let's do those up. Now this thing smokes for fun, so well, I ain't doing up. Wrong terminals, and they won't go up no more. So that's it. Let's give her a start and smoke the street out. Right then. She started. She leaks oil because the last people that came to look at it to buy it from me, it started leaking oil. So I'm just going to wait for it to warm up so I can see if there's any oil leaking anywhere. Right. Can't see any oil leak yet. The joys of getting oily. Seems all solid, that does. Solid. Nice and solid. I mean, that looks a mess, that does there, but it's all nice and solid. Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it, so in my opinion that's all solid, that is. Ow, blow in the eye. Why is it when you work with these types of cars, when you're doing this type of content, you're always on your back, getting covered in dust and rust and everything else? Oh my god, I'm too old for this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being so thick here. I can't engage reverse. Right, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Reverse is clearly up there, but it won't go in. Have we got no reverse gear? So I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen, I've been tinkering and tinkering and tinkering, and I can't at all for the life of me get this thing in reverse. Yeah, I can't figure out why I can't get it in reverse. Now I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I got this. I'm pretty sure I drove this off and I put it in reverse. I'm almost certain I did, to drive it up on the garden. Now I can't get reverse for the life of me. I know it's over and up, but I just can't do it. I just can't freaking reverse. Now this isn't the greatest of videos. You're probably thinking I've lost my mind, which I have lost my mind. Just can't get reverse at all. I mean, it goes down, look. Goes down and then up and over. That's reverse. But no, it keeps going forward. And I haven't got much real estate, I'm nearly in the bush. No, I cannot figure it out for the life of me, and I know you're probably screaming at me. I know it's down and up. Goes down, look. But so all the sills and everything else are absolutely fine on this. I can't see no major oil leaks, which I thought at first would be a massive problem, but there's no problem there. And underneath here, I don't know where, on one of the MOTs it said excessively corroded, but this is certainly not excessively corroded. So whoever MOT'd it. Now the problem is I've been to many MOT inspectors over the years, and you get some that are really cool and they're not idiots, but then you get some that tells you that you've got to put a front registration on a quad bike. No, you haven't. You get imbeciles, MOT imbeciles, that they love their job and they take it to an extreme. So when you do see an MOT fail sheet, sometimes it's just an overzealous MOT inspector. It is what it is. You do get petty people, and I think this is pretty solid all over. I don't think this would take much to go for an MOT. You can tell this is a new exhaust all the way through, albeit it's been on here a few years, but it's still a newish exhaust system straight through. So right, let's have a look. Right, let's have a look at the very back. I don't like being on my arse. Although my clothing brand is unemployed and broke, so therefore I'm on my arse. I mean, look at this bit here, look. There's nothing to these things. There's just nothing to them. That can be rubbed down and just painted. It's got new shocks at the back, new springs at the back, because this thing was lowered and it had a Porsche 911 turbo alloys on it. So I think I might go down that route. But look at it, there's nothing to these things. Nothing to them at all. Just a bit of fiberglass, a bit of wood, and that's bloody it. I mean, even the wood, there's a bit of rotten there. The wood's quite solid, really. I mean, if you think about it, it's wood at the end of the day. It's going to get wet, it's going to get rotten, but considering the age of this, it's not that bloody bad. It's not that bad at all, I don't think. Safety, electrical connection, do not remove. It's got the pipe here for the water tank. That's a water tank, that is. So, ow. I mean, these rot like terrible. These footwells, they rot terribly. And I mean, look at this, not a tiny bit of rot on them, just a few bit of surface rust. But these are almost non-existent. They rot for fun. I mean, look at it all, the back of there as well. It's just clean. It's really clean. Floors. This thing is not bad at all. It just needs some love. That's not very good, is it? Screw there. I need to find a bloody reverser. So yeah, this week's video is kind of just going around and showing you what's what. Starts first turning the key, which is brilliant. I mean, look how quick this thing starts. Make sure it's not in reverse. Jokes. We have a problem, Houston. So one of the issues with this was the horn. The horn didn't work. That's one of the problems. Works now. So there's a connection obviously somewhere. All works fine now. What it was I did this without even recording it because I'm an idiot. One of the MOT failures, the horn didn't work. So this here, that there is all gunked up. So I give it a bit of a wipe over and it started working. So we have the horn fixed. So that's one of the MOT failures. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, cup of tea. I can't figure it out. Now, it's becoming a very annoying thing because I can't get it in reverse no matter what I do. Yeah, I'm a bit stuck. Right then, so I'm underneath the old not yet, I'm not there yet. I've got a week to fucking travel underneath here. It's one of the reasons why I don't like messing with cars, ladies and gents, because I don't like being on my back underneath stuff. But it's all for content. It's all for content, and I've got no. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Right, I can see where the gear goes. So let me put the light on. Right then, so wiggle it for me. Oh god, makes no difference whatsoever, I can't see anything. Right, so we've come underneath to kind of see where it's not going to see if anything come off, because you see these rods here, these rods, they tend to pop off. Now try and reverse again, please. Oh, that sounded like it went in reverse. Right then, let's see if it works. That sounded like it was in reverse. Nope. Take it out again. Now go through all the gears if you can. That sounds like reverse, that does. Are you pushing down? Do that again. Well, that's loose there for a start. Do it again. That sounds like it's in reverse. So I think a rod's come off somewhere. Take it out again. I'll do it again. Just do normal gears. And do reverse again. Or revert, what we think. That sounds like that locks into position, that does. Right, I'm gonna get out again somehow and then try and go backwards, but not yet. Let me get out first. Oh shit, I'm actually scared. I don't like this. I mean, I have no room at all. I don't know how on earth I got underneath here. It's a miracle with my fat ass, because it's not something I do. I don't like these sorts of things. See, look. Oh no, I can't get out of there. Oh God. I hate you, Steve. I really do. Stephen, I hate you. I do. Right, I'm probably being really thick here, ladies and gents. Keep doing it. Do it again. Put back on. See, certain things I can't do, ladies and gents, without it being on a ramp or without it being on jacks. And I don't like getting under cars of jacks and jack stands and everything like that. It's not what I like to do, but at the end of the day, it needs doing. See, what's this here? That's supposed to be on something. Oh, that there's supposed to be on that there, isn't it? Is it not? So this here was on something, and I don't know what it was on. It's on something. Now I'm trying to figure out what was supposed to be on there. No. I need to do a bit of research because I'm thick as shit. I don't even know that goes on there, to be fair. I know this bit here. Now, I know you're shouting at me, ladies and gents, but I've never worked on one of these engines before. I don't know what the fuck's what. That there, to me, seems like it goes on that there. That's like, you know. What was this doing on there? A bit of research, but it makes for good content. Laughing at Stokesy trying to figure out why there's no reverse. I know one of those rods just pop off and then you lose reverse or you lose other gears. I mean, I've had a van before, when it popped off you just put it back on and I zip tied the f***er and it stayed like it was. But this isn't getting reverse for some reason. So basically what I found is this is all very loose. All this gear linkage here, as you can see, is basically off. It's all off. Now these ball joints here, they're only rubber and they perish like an awful lot. So they all need replacing, but for the sake of me doing it now, I'm not going to bother because yeah, I can't figure out how to get it in reverse. So I'm guessing it's something to do with this. Everything on this T4 is just screw tight, finger tight, sorry, which is not the greatest. So I don't know why it's so loose though. I mean, this is more dodgy, more of a bodge job than I bloody do, and I don't do bodge jobs. He says. tight as it would go now. Try it now, try in gears please. Try it now. Yeah, try it now. Yeah. Go through the gears. Figure it out. I know this is something to do with it or might not be anything to do with it. There's a lot of things that need fixing, or none of this is connected. I might be being thick. I might truly be being thick here, but I know that when you go down into reverse, it doesn't want to engage, so all these pipes are not on properly, so basically it's a bit of a mess. Don't start projects like this, because at the end of the day they get you dirty, you get pissed off, you get annoyed, you get wet, sweaty, you get dust down the back of your crack, and then you go home miserable because you've accomplished nothing. But yay,